morning, everyone. This is Tony from our Homestead Skills. Well, I have been asked about my propane burner that I purchased, so I wanted to do a quick unboxing. I'm not going to go into, it's not going to be a lengthy thing, and I'm not going to put the burner together, but I will try to show some of the features of it. So, according to okay, this one is made in Quebec, which is in Canada. It's a province of Canada, next to Ontario. There are very, very similar models made by others as well, but I just happened to spot this particular one for a reasonable cost. It is 65,000 BTU an hour, and it has a 10-year warranty. So, that's all a good thing. And let's see, it is very, very strong. It comes equipped with the hose, which is nice. I don't have to buy that separately. So this just attaches to your propane tank. And I'm going to unbox it fairly quickly here. See what I can do. Now, I already have large pots, and that's part of the reason I would not purchase a kit that is very common. Okay, so I know that you can buy turkey roasters, which are very, very similar to this idea, but I have no use for the large pots because I already have large pots. Anyway, this is upside down. I don't want to scratch this table, but this is very heavy-duty steel, which means that it can take the weight of any size pot. And how do I get this out of here? I don't even know how they ended up putting this probably through there. There we go. Pull it out this way. This is your burner. Okay, so very heavy steel frame, and it's a low frame, it's not a tall one. And I paid $79.99 for this, which is a steal. I've seen the same thing for as much as $120. I've seen them for $89, but this was the best price, and it's virtually the same unit. They do sell these under various brand names. Now, let me just get a knife so I can open that up. And I will likely tape this all back up and put it back together since it is going down south with me. It's not staying here. I had one that was very similar for years and years. It was orange instead of red, and it was shorter. But it was the same very heavy-duty steel frame and the same burner. So I'm very familiar with this type of burner. I did see this type in the US with the turkey roasters, but only with, actually not even the turkey roasters, but only the burners that had two burners on a tall stand. And this is the type of burner. So this would fit in here. Wrong way. Yeah, this would fit in here, and it's got a plate to hold it up. So to assemble it, you have other parts to keep this raised up to the required height. And yeah, I'm certainly not going to put it together. But this is the type of burner that I was interested in that is absolutely very common here. I haven't seen it in the US except in, as I said, in the ones that have a stand that has a two-burner unit, which was a lot pricier, something I don't need. something I wasn't interested in, so I wasn't going to buy it. Now this one has a single row of, I don't know what you would call them, but for the flames. And there are more powerful ones that have 2 and 3, but I don't need anything more powerful than this. So this was, you know, this is absolutely suitable for my needs, so this is what I got. And once again, it has the amount of power that I need. This is also replaceable, I think, should you have an issue with it, but looks good to me. It's very heavy cast. The steel is very heavy, so the whole unit it's a tabletop unit. It can go on the ground, like it's tall enough that this can sit on the on my patio. So I'm quite happy with this. Anyway, that's it. As I said, the ones in the US did not have this type of burner, which I am familiar with. The ones that they did have were not the heavy cast ones, but were more light steel ones. So because I'm not familiar with how they work, I'm much more comfortable with this setup. And as I said, I have seen them in the US, but only where you have the tall stand with 2 of these, and it wasn't a requirement for me. Anyway, that's it. Pretty simple, not complex at all. Just a little bit of assembly required, and that's it. So I'm going to put this back together because it is not staying here. Anyway, hope that gives you the information you need. And yes, you will find these anywhere from the price I paid to almost double for the same. As I said, the last price I've seen for exactly the same thing was $120, but you should be able to pick it up. Now this is Canadian, so I bought this for 79 Canadian, and with the hose, which I think these things are at least, I don't know, $10, $20, I don't know what these are, but yes, these are included. So, which is also nice. Anyway, I'm going to tape this back up, and that's it for this unboxing. Hope you enjoyed this, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye for now.